We're doing content, baby. Number 2, I don't know what this is about, but it's been suggested I watch it. Friends of the show, TheKultureDotTV. Of course, we've had returning champion Stu on many a times. We've had other contributors on. Anyways. So I don't know what this is about. I think it'll probably be good, though. White boy takeover and Elon Musk buys Twitter. Okay.
We're good. So if you haven't noticed, it's probably going to be a more chaotic stream. We're kind of amending our format for a white boy power hour this afternoon because all the other hosts are.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Hey, we're African American now. If y'all didn't see that tweet, everyone's mad that an African American is trying to buy Twitter. I don't know what people
Oh my God. Yeah, wait.
We're going with the old De Beers line. The De Beers Diamond Company has an anthropologist on record who argued since all of humanity is from Africa, De Beers Diamonds has a right to the diamonds in Africa. So
brilliant.
True.
I will say Elon Musk and the De Beers family are like basically the same person. Like, there's no.
Yeah. Elon's like branched off from like the Carney side of the De Beers family. Like they're a mix of like Canadian expat, like literal carnies and like professional scammers and naturopaths or whatever. Like his grandmother was like the first chiropractor in Canada in like the 1800s when chiropractic was basically like even more nonsense than it is now. And they're like, where? And then they got kicked out. They kind of like they were like being too racist in Saskatchewan in the 1800s. They're like, where can we go? South Africa. And that's where they made home.
That is one of my favorite Peter Thiel fun facts. Is that 4 of the PayPal founders all came from South Africa?
Yeah.
Peter Thiel's father was the vice president of a nuclear engineering firm. At the same time as Elon Musk's father is using slave labor to make emerald mines. I'm sure those two things are unrelated.
Nuclear engineering firm, so his family probably had a little something to do with the Vela incident.
Yeah, most likely.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Slow down. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to pause. Vela incident. An unidentified double flash of light detected by an American Vela hotel satellite near the South African territory of Prince Edward Islands. What? Today, most independent researchers believe the flash was caused by a nuclear explosion, an undeclared joint nuclear test carried out by South Africa and Israel. What? Oh, no, dude. Down here. Did you hear about this? Yo, is this how Israel got nukes? I'm not familiar with those details. I cannot speak to that. But this is how they were testing them with South Africa, apartheid South Africa at the time. I did not know this. I think maybe I knew something about this. Is like perhaps ringing a bell, but it's just blowing my mind. Wow. Sometimes you think you're not going to be surprised anymore, but then you are.
Yeah, most likely.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, no, all of these dudes are not at all connected to anything evil before they just become pieces of shit themselves.
Oh my God.
Elon Musk is like, I'm self-made.
That's mind blowing.
We have a couple icebreakers.
So again, it's you know, we can't have 100% certainty, but perhaps Elon Musk's dad had something to do with this, right? That's what they're getting at.
Prepared because there's a lot of ridiculous shit happening right now. But I guess while we're on the topic of Elon Musk, people in the chat are talking about how he just bought Twitter.
Did it get approved?
Confirmed, denied?
Oh wow, this is them finding out live.
That he would Twitter was like reassessing his offer, but I don't know if I can deal with it.
Last I saw was an unconfirmed leak that they have accepted his final and best offer or are ready to accept it. But I don't know if they got, which I mean, at that point, when you're leaking at that level for multi-billion-dollar acquisitions, it's a done deal, right? Like
this guy has so many beautiful kefias behind him. Oh my gosh, look at this nice colorful one. And the one that's green and black is the one that I want to get next. And I want to get a white and black one too. But the colorful ones are great too, right? Oh, those are so great.
Like that's already done.
The SEC is as crooked as they come. Like we can just assume that if a multi-billion-dollar acquisition is in the works, like the SEC is gonna approve it.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, and also like what he doesn't really have any conflicts there, I guess, other than he uses it to inflate his stock price for his other companies. But they'll just be like, yeah, he's just a guy who owns a car company, you know, and
other than his previous SEC trial for covering up the fact that he was illegally using Pablo Escobar's brother's flamethrower model. When he just so happened to tweet that his stock was going to hit 420.69.
All right, so insider reporting: brother of Pablo Escobar accused Elon Musk of intellectual property theft. I guess. Sorry, we got a loud car there. I guess stealing the intellectual property for this flamethrower. Is that accurate? In response, Musk posted on Twitter to remind Roberto Escobar that the Boring Company's product is not a flamethrower, despite the fact that it was called a flamethrower on the company's website. It's not a flamethrower. Why? Because he can't sell a flamethrower, right? What? This is wild. This is weird. It's not a flamethrower, Mr. Escobar. And then included a link to TMZ. What? So weird. All right. Is that just him? All right. So I guess that's a thing. Weird. This is a weird angle. And of course, picture of Escobar in front of the White House with his kid in like 91. When was this? That's just an incredible picture. Oh, man. This one goes deep. Okay. Back to this.
No. Other than that, there's no issue at all with him owning Twitter. He's never done anything weird on it at all.
No, I think it's cool.
It's that meme. It's that Dark Souls meme with the little guy and the big knight. That's like the little guy is the SEC and the big knight is just Elon Musk tweeting like Reddit 420 memes that were funny. She thinks in memes,
dude.
You're correct. There are a whole like
what a
mergers
poor
and acquisitions apartments that
another poor soul
literally just work to make sure that these deals get done. Yeah, they definitely did do that. Actually, the paintball thing, super fucked, very weird. Also,
they turned Pablo Hacienda in Colombia to a narco-themed paintballing place. That's
who's they?
The Musks and the Escobar family.
Oh my god.
I missed that episode of Narcos.
Yeah.
In combination.
Yeah,
like the Elon Musk family. Oh.
Elon Musk also invested a shit ton of money into El Chapo's wife's clothing firm.
Don't speak bad about my queen.
Purely
don't speak on my queen.
El Chapo's wife.
She's
funny.
She's kind of bad.
I don't even know who El Chapo's wife is.
She's funny.
I just know, literally, my main knowledge of Elon Musk and El Chapo is that El Chapo's wife owns a clothing company, and Elon Musk invested millions into it.
Yeah,
right after he happened to be at the Escobar compound, which is definitely normal things to do. I know those people
stealing the plans for the flamethrower.
We all hang out.
Okay, people are saying it's confirmed now, the Twitter thing. So that's fucking bleak, but I can't say it was surprising. I mean,
a couple months ago,
I covered how Twitter's fact checkers that they were contracting out were like ASPI, like the Australian like neocon think tank that like manufactured a lot of the misinformation around like the Uyghurs and China, and another one that was like involved in suppressing dissent around like the coup in Venezuela and shit. Cazador's Still Fake News or whatever. Like Twitter was cherry picking them to be like their official fact checking arm. So it's between
this is what's super scary about, you know, tech bros and their media platforms, their social media platforms being arbiters of truth and being arbiters of who are the truth deciders. They decide who the deciders are. Like, this is what's very alarming. And of course, it's happening right now with Ukraine too.
It's really no surprise that there's a lot of private interests like paying their way into Twitter. Like it's been happening, but now it's just owned by God, the most Reddit person on earth. But who knows what's going to happen to the site? That makes me feel a little bit better personally that I've tried to like step away because like none of us have any illusions about streaming, and we can only impact or persuade as many people as we can reach on here, and it's owned by a different flavor of billionaire oligarch, but it's certainly a more productive place to put our ideas, because who knows how Elon Musk owning Twitter is going to worsen the discourse loop, I suppose.
I hate this. It's why I'm drunk for every podcast and every stream.
Yeah. Like, I remember when Twitter
we
put
are
ads
the best
in...
boys, and we are stone cold sober all the time.
I'm drinking an old fashioned right now.
Attaboy. But yeah, I remember, I've been on Twitter so long, I remember when they put ads in, which was like 2012 or 2013.
Yeah.
Like,
I
been on the site
it.
a fucking minute, and that's
Fucking
I'm
ads.
trying to find an exit that's not like me getting harassed off. I'm trying to leave on my own terms. So
the site has only.
I remember when they changed the timeline algorithm too, like from just being like, this is the latest tweet you see, to being like, we're gonna completely absolve time of everything.
Yeah.
Also, now you're just seeing top
weird
tweets.
And the addition of the quote tweet function like single-handedly destroyed
destroyed all conversation, any sort of back and forth discourse you could possibly have.
See, I like quote tweeting people.
I like quote tweets.
Absolutely, that's what it's there for. But it's not a place to have a conversation.
It's not to have a conversation.
But it's only like the website's only gotten less and less usable.
It's just all gotchas at that point.
Tweet function. Like sometimes I'll see something that's like 14 quote tweets in, and I have to go back between all of them. Read down the tweet, up the thread, come on back down, nest through the quote tweets to understand, oh, okay, that person's a piece of shit. Like, that was a waste of my time, man. I did not need to know any of that stuff.
That's my absolute favorite thing to do.
It's hard to resist the reflex to like quote tweet and just reply to somebody, especially when they're like wrong and you just want to make an example of them, because it's more and more apparent that intelligent conversation like can't really happen on Twitter. So yeah, I understand why people
don't skip long threads. Don't skip long threads. I write lots of long threads. It's actually most of my Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only worthwhile thing I've ever done on this website is a mega thread. The rest is garbage.
I am good at writing long threads.
They're mega threads.
Especially when I'm up for like 28 hours.
I'm on day 4, no sleep. Turn up.
Yeah. The longer I stay up, the more likely it is that I just write a dumb long thread. Based on notes that I have written on my whiteboard.
Yeah.
And
it's just the meme from like It's Always Sunny, just like pointing at the whiteboard.
Wow, you're being generous, assuming that I'm attaching strings to anything. There's just a bunch of pins.
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah.
Good clip. I'm super happy that they're clipping out little bits of their show and producing it like that. Good for them. Good clip. Well, I guess to wrap this up, I'd just say that I don't know 100% what to expect from changes coming up, in Twitch land. You know that there's going to be some, and it's going to piss some people off, and some people are they're gonna like it, So I bet we'll get maybe some people will get an edit button. I think if you have Amazon Blue, you get the edit button for like 20 seconds. Maybe different implementation of that. Who knows? Some people may be getting unbanned. I bet we'll see Trump, and that'll make a lot of people happy. But of course, leftist accounts won't be unbanned. He says he's going to do a free speech thing, but of course that just means whatever kind of speech that they want. It's really up to him. He owns the place now. Okay, it is just now under. One billionaire owned it, and now a different billionaire owns it. You can expect sort of much of the same, but probably some changes. You know what I mean? There will be some changes because billionaires have different opinions sometimes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Stu, you just missed it. Yeah, we were just watching a great clip from TheKultureDotTV. And I just did a little react of my own. to the chat. And I'm gonna wrap up my clip here. And to my YouTube audience, if you're still watching here at the end of this clip, make sure you hit that like button, comment below, and give TheKultureDotTV a follow on YouTube and here on Twitch. All right, love your face. Live chat, you stick around. I want to thank my patrons: Blake B, Jasmine Cooper, Boondocks Dragon, Ira, Vivian, Tech Guy, Nays, Portside, and